made you breakfast, fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us, we got lots of fun stuff to do. Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys, I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a barrel of fun, growing up is just a trap. Don't it seem like a drag, like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag? I won't listen to any of that jazz. No, I'll never grow up.
I'll never grow up.
Growing up is just a big fat trap. I take pride in never working a day. Can't see the use of it anyway. Who can think I'm such a load of crap? Growing up is just a trap.
So I'm outside this morning and there's a couple things that I wanted to do. It's so nice and cool right now. It's before nap time. So I have rose bushes here that just last year they didn't get to do anything because deer ate them down to the ground. So I'm actually going to pull those all the way up. I have a volunteer butterfly bush, meaning a butterfly bush seeded in one of my gardens last year. That plant is not supposed to seed, but I'm happy it does. Deer in this area hate it. It doesn't mind being super dry, which means I don't have to water it. I don't really do anything to them. They flourish and pollinators love them. So I'm going to move that from the back property over here. And I thought it would be too cluttered with the roses. I'm not a big knockout rose fan myself, so I'm going to pull them up today. They have just not really been doing very well anyway. So that is the plan for before Paul takes a nap. I would also really like to move some chrysanthemums around. We took out our ornamental grass. It was just in a weird place. We didn't plant it there. We didn't like it there. And I'm going to try to move a cluster of 3 chrysanthemums in that corner. I think it will look really pretty. That's what I'd like to do today. I don't know if I'll get that all done, but that's what we're going to do gardening wise. And then dinner, I'm going to grill. Now that I have a grill, we're going to grill some chicken with some barbecue sauce. I have the leftover potato and cheese ham casserole thing and then some kind of veg. So that's today's plan. Also, liquid fence update. The tulips are doing really, really well. The deer have left them alone. I have seen some deer on the property. It's Sunday. I was supposed to reapply on Thursday, but it's been raining. So I'm going to spray everything with some more liquid fence today and hopefully save these guys from my little deer friends. So that went a lot faster than I thought. Matt's firing up the tractor, and what I'm going to do is I put them in a cardboard box and tried to keep as much as the root ball as I could. So I'm going to put this at the end of our driveway, put a note in our community Facebook and just say 6 knockout roses available if anybody wants them. And then if nobody takes them by the end of the day, then we'll just throw them in the woods. So right here is my little volunteer butterfly bush that came from, I have one over here and there's 2 over here. I love these things. They're so black thumb approved. So I'm going to dig this guy up and move him to the front yard. from his nap. We've gotten so much stuff done outside. The hydrangea bush garden is not done, but I just wanted to mulch around there and put some liquid fence stuff to keep those deer off that were on it this morning. So I also wanted to cover the roots that were exposed with a little bit of topsoil. I have never seen grubs in topsoil before, let alone that many. It was kind of gross. We picked them all out, threw them in the street. Godspeed, little guys. And then I covered that with mulch and liquid fence. What else did I do? I started mulching just kind of our rose bed garden. I transplanted the butterfly bush. It's all wilted. I'm not too worried about it. Those things are super aggressive. I just made Matt put an umbrella over it to keep the sun off it because it is so hot today. It's like in the high 70s. Little guy over here is just finishing up a snack, and then I'm going to take him outside in the front yard where there's shade, put down a blanket. He doesn't like to touch grass, so that will be a nice little barrier for him. And I just want to finish up a little bit more mulch before I hit dinner. And for dinner, I have chicken thighs, drumsticks thawing here. I'm just gonna cook them with oil, salt, and pepper. We're gonna put Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on top. I have the cheesy potato ham casserole I'm gonna pull out, stick in the oven, heat that up. I'll leave the recipe for that below. It's delicious. And then because we've worked up an appetite, I think I'm gonna make biscuits and green beans. I was thinking about doing the leftover zucchini, but I'm just not feeling it. So I already have the stove on anyway. Might as well make some biscuits. And he's getting fussy, wants to get out. So let's go back outside. Matt is almost done with the chicken. He's gonna bring that in. Just gonna let it hang out and rest for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to make, with my self-rising flour, my cream biscuits because they're just quicker and easier. I figured I'd share both my recipes. So it's equal weight cream and self-rising flour, 450 for 11 to 13 minutes. So as soon as the ham, potato, and cheese is done, I'll take that out of the oven and then crank her up. And I always measure out my cream first. It's just easier in case you go over.